Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen. Indefensible. What I am about to show you tonight, what we are about to go over tonight, is indefensible. This is coming to us from the fine folks over at Kiwi Farm doing God's work, getting this information out, exposing people that need to be exposed. This is the Child Protection Order regarding Nick Rekieta's children. Now, there is one page on here, page 5, where I'm going to have to switch over to a separate picture. I've got the PDF pulled up. I have to switch over to a separate picture because I want to protect the identity of this child because this child is still a minor. The child in particular we're going to be talking about tonight is Rekieta's 9-year-old daughter. This is going to make you angry. This is going to make you sad. And I for one, I don't know how the people who are sweeping for Rekieta, how they can continue to support Rekieta. I really don't. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. So let's look at the chat real quick. Bro, I'm listening to Tug right now. This is real bad. This is some shit, man. This is something else. I can't believe how much worse this is. So I'm sure some of you have already seen it. It's been going around since last night, dude. This came out last night, and I downloaded the paperwork because I wanted to make sure I had it in case Rekieta did something to try and take it down. So this is really bad, man. This is really, really, really bad. I'm gonna get really fucking angry in this stream. Nick Rekieta and his wife are massive pieces of shit. That includes Nick defenders too. Yeah, bro. There's no defense for this guy. None. Zero. Nada. Anybody defending him at this point, you're just fucking crazy. What's up, Willie? EVS vindicated. The 9-year-old was the okay. Troll. Weeb, you're such a troll. I'm assuming you're sarcastic. Unlike EVS, I know you're being sarcastic. This is nuts. Hell yeah, it's nuts. And so Willie brings up a good point. I've already heard one of the defenses for this out there is that it's a false positive. Are you fucking kidding me? A false positive? That's the narrative we're going for here? That's the narrative. I don't fucking get this, man. I really don't. Somebody please fucking explain this to me. We're going to talk about how, the kids should be taking care of themselves. The kids need to grow up, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's the police's fault. You know, they did this. It's the government's fault. No, it's Nick Rekieta's fault. It's Nick Rekieta's fault. He brought this on himself. He brought this on his children. Why were the police there? Because of Nick Rekieta. Why were the kids living in such terrible conditions? Because of Nick Rekieta. These right-wing commentators like EVS, they love to spout, and I'm going to put Dick Masterson in there too. Dick Masterson, EVS, all of these people, they love to spout about, you got to be the man of the house. Well, he wasn't being a man. You think a lot of people are going to stop defending him? I hope so, but unfortunately, let me get a drink of water real quick, guys. I hope so. I hope so. But unfortunately, I've already seen people legitimately put out there the narrative that this is a false positive. All right, I can already tell the chat's getting crazy. So, guys, listen. If you want to make sure that your chat gets read, because once things start getting crazy, I'm not going to be able to read everything in the chat. If you want to make sure your chat gets read, drop a super chat. Drop a super chat. That is the best way to get your chat read. So please do that. And of course, there's other ways to support the channel. There's a Patreon, there's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, all that good stuff. That information is at the bottom of the screen. But the best way to get your super chat read is the best way to get your comment read is going to be a super chat. All right. The kid had 20 times the minimum level for testing positive. We're going to get into it. Dick is way worse than we might have to do like a full on Dick Masterson stream, to be honest with you, because this dude, I don't get it with these libertarians, man. I mean, I think I'm finally starting to understand where they're coming from. These are man children that never grew up. And just like a child doesn't want mommy and daddy to tell them what to do and what not to do, these man children, they don't want anyone telling them what to do and what not to do. And that's how they view the government. They view the government as an evolution, as a continuation of mommy and daddy. And they fucking hate them for it. But no, jackass. People like you need to be put in your place to protect the rest of us. The rest of us aren't fucking child neglecting crackheads. Yeah, I haven't forgot. Yes, he was busted with 26 grams of cocaine. And that's in this report as well. No, we are seeing sweeping. There are people defending Nick Rekieta that I never thought I would see them like run a shield for somebody like this. I'm going to be honest with you. Just totally abandon all logic and reason for what? Loyalty to somebody on the internet? Throwing kids under the bus? To defend somebody that's repeating your political talking points in an echo chamber, confirming your beliefs? Really? I mean, there are people that I am just shocked. I'm shocked about this. I'm shocked at how they're sweeping for this guy. I mean, these people should become fucking janitors. Why are they on YouTube? They would make a hell of a janitor. They sweep so much. I would be down for a Dick Masterson stream. It might be coming. Call him Juju the cow. So today was the first day that I actually learned the lore behind that, the Juju the cow thing. Today is the first time that I have ever heard the lore behind that. Holy shit. Anna says 500 to 5,000 was 10 times, and that's horrendous. It's disgusting. Well, I mean, Richard Nixon did start the war on drugs and has always been failing since. We can't just let druggies run wild. That's called chaos. That's not a society. However, that still doesn't mean that people should hurt children. But the problem is with druggies, though. That's all they care about. They'll throw their kids under the bus just to get their next fix. I don't trust drug addicts, man. I don't trust them. I've gone over like my own experience with my own family. I just couldn't wait to hear your opinion on this. I don't care if my comments aren't read. I'm broke. No, it's understandable. And again, if you can't support the channel financially, like, subscribe, click the bell, and share. Share out there so that other people can see what's going on. If you guys share the content on your social media, more people come in, we get more likes, we get more views, and that attracts other people, and we go up in the algorithm. That actually sounds like something that I could see EVS saying that cuck hair and lace the SpaghettiOs with Colombian sugar in order to frame Nick. I could see EVS saying some dumb shit. I'm really interested. Is there a trash cast tonight? Is there a trash cast tonight? Because currently I'm not subscribed to Ethan over this bullshit. Yep, there's a trash cast tonight. 8:30. Says he's gonna be talking about Eric. But I'm sure this is going to come up, and I'm really interested to see what he says. 1-800 Better Call Barnes. Let's get more viewers, and I mean, I know that's not going to happen, but let's try and get more viewers in Trashcast tonight. Yeah, I don't get all these Nick stands. Like, do they honestly think it's okay for a parent to do drugs and drink an insane amount? He drives those precious tiny beings. Listen, this is how they think, okay? Well, my constitutional right is to be able to neglect my children. That's right there in the Constitution. Ain't no government gonna come in and tell me I can't neglect my kids. These people are such a cancer on the country, man. Who was on Alex Stein's show? EVS? Everyone defending Nick is probably similar on some. It would be interesting to see the skeletons in their closets. Yes, dude, listen. I'm going to tell you guys right now, Japanese cars are better. In every way, Japanese cars are better. They're more reliable. They have better tech. Japanese cars are better. And Ethan Ralph / what? Dude, this is my voice. Get over it. EVS. Yeah. Oh, wow. So, okay. I need to check that episode out then at some point. Appreciate it, Decker. No problem, Anna. You got to do what you got to do. I know times are tough. EVS was deleting chats in Nick's stream last night. So actually, this is the wild thing. So Nick actually did stream last night, and the original plan for this live stream was going to be going over that live stream. We were going to be looking at some of the clips from that live stream. But then this broke. Like, literally, this came out right before I went to bed last night. And I was like, holy shit. And I would have covered it last night, but damn. I was sleepy as fuck, dog. And plus it was like, I don't know, it was like 12:30 or something. And I have a regular ass job. Now, if you guys want to send in the super chats and stuff, maybe I can quit that regular ass job and do this full time. But it is what it is for now. Damn, I hate saying that. Fuck you, Eric. Definitely is for the Japanese. Yes. Absolutely, yes. The Japanese make better shit. Robert Barnes is a scumbag. All right. So, 15 minutes in, I think we've given people enough time to get in. So let's actually dive into this. So here we go. And when we get to page 5, I'm going to switch it over to an edited version of the document in order to protect the identity of a minor, being one of Nick's kids, his 9-year-old. You need sleep because you don't snort drugs. Maybe I should start doing cocaine and then I can stay up longer. I've got some coffee on hand. All right, so here we go. So this is the child protection order in regards to Nick Rekieta's kids. So this is in regards to Kayla Rekieta and Nicholas Rekieta. The welfare of their children, and findings of fact, conclusions of law, and order following a joint emergency protective care hearing and admit/deny hearing. And this stuff, man, that we're about to dive into is going to make you fucking angry. It's going to make you really fucking angry. So here we go. All right. So these are the people that are involved in the case regarding Nicholas Rekieta. We have Don Weber, who is an attorney at law with and for Nicholas Rekieta. John Mueller, attorney at law with and for Nicholas Rekieta. My Southern came out just then. We have Alicia. Now, keep this person in mind right here. Alicia Sweep is the most notable person in this entire document. Alicia Sweep, Candahoy County Health and Human Services. She is the most important person in this entire document. So keep her in mind. All right. So now we move on to page 2. Findings of fact. And again, shout out to Kiwi Farms for giving this to us. Findings of fact. Subject matter. The children subjects of the petition are Christian R. Rekieta, male. Avery A. Rekieta. So these are the subjects. These are the subjects. All right. Talks about the venue. Talks about this is just going over like some of the laws as far as like child protection. This is all just kind of set up to the actual important shit. Then we have the emergency protective care hearing was scheduled to be held on May 28th, 2024. At that time, the parents motioned to continue the hearing for a good cause. The court found good cause to continue the EPC hearing to protect the rights of the parties. All right. So this is where we really start to get into the meat of the document, we should say. Nick is a lawyer. They will be forced to prove the child's consumption of coke with yet another test because that sounds super unreasonable that a naturopath or sociopath would prescribe coke. All right, here we go. The court received testimony from Alicia Sweep. Remember, this is the child service agent. Christy Barber and Robert Rekieta. All witnesses were placed under oath prior to providing testimony. Exhibits. The court received the following exhibits. Drug testing of the parents, drug testing of the children. All parties and participants were offered the opportunity to cross-examine petitioners regarding the ex parte filings after receiving additional facts. The court determined that protective care shall continue, and we're about to see why. The court makes the following explicit and individualized findings in support of continued placement. So we have drug testing of the parents. We have drug testing of the kids. Here we go. The county received a report involving Mr. Rekieta and Mr. Rekieta on May 23rd, 2024. The report was the law enforcement was going to the home of Mr. Rekieta and Mrs. Rekieta to execute a search warrant. Upon executing the search warrant, the law enforcement officers found over 26 grams of cocaine, ketamine, drug paraphernalia, firearms, and ammunition in the home. So again, we have the fucking child protection order confirming what the search warrant and the results of said search warrant found. But yet we're going to deny it, right, EVS? Miss Sweep. Yo, what is up, man?
Hey, yo, how you doing?
Yo, you invisible. I can hear you and everything, but you invisible.
Oh, my. Wait, hold on.
There we go. Oh, wait, no, you popped in for a second.
Wait, why is my fucking camera not working? What the hell? Oh my goodness, man. I salute to you, by the way.
Say what?
I said salute to you, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is, dude. This broke last night, dude, and I was like, I need to go over this. I need to look at this, and then we're gonna dive into it.
Oh yeah,
Here we are.
Yeah, I just heard about it last night. I didn't look. See, I haven't looked into any of the details. I only been hearing various YouTube content creators talk about it, and that's about it.
Yeah, well, I've got the whole document right here. So we're on page 4. We haven't gotten to the really horrific part yet, but I do want to point out again, right here, upon executing the search warrant, law enforcement officers found over 26 grams cocaine, ketamine, drug paraphernalia, firearms, and ammunition in the home. So the Child Protective Order backs up what the search warrant says.
Oh my God, man.
And people are still defending this guy.
Well, okay, so here's my question, right? Because I've heard a few people with their takes saying, "Oh, we'll see these kids." As if are they trying to insinuate that the kids brought the cocaine in the
Yes.
house, or is it crack or cocaine? Is it cocaine?
It says cocaine.
Cocaine. Okay. So, how old are the kids?
Anna, tell them I appreciate that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yo, I've got a great chat, man.
Oh yeah, wholesome chat.
These people are intelligent.
Well, my question is, like, okay, how old are his kids? And then my the follow up question is, why are even if they did take the shit? I mean, doesn't the onus falls on the people who own the house because they're the fucking adults?
Yes, the youngest is 6, the oldest is 16. I'm sure there's
16. Oh my God! And
I'm sure
they consumed cocaine.
I'm sure there's a lot of 6-year-olds out there that are getting cocaine. Yeah, dude. This is what I don't understand. Like, they want to blame the kids, they want to blame the government. They say, "Oh, this is horrible. The cops, the cops, oh God, the cops busted into the house to execute the search warrant, and they want to blame the cops for traumatizing the kids." What brought the cops down on the house? What brought the cops in? It was Nick Rekieta. This doesn't happen unless Nick Rekieta is doing this shit, is neglecting his kids, is doing drugs in the house while the kids are there. This shit doesn't happen unless he does it. He brought this on himself. He brought this on his children. Why can we not understand that? Why can people not see that? Oh my God, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, there's no defending this shit. I mean, this is like what? Why, I'm just trying to understand what are people enamored with his YouTube persona? Is that the reason why? Because anyone else, I mean, there's no, like, I don't see how you could ever try to insinuate it's the kids' fault. Like a 9-year-old going, I mean, and don't get it twisted. I mean, these kids have been crafty for the last 40 years. I'm not saying that that's not something to take into account, but at the same time, if he was coked up, then and the kids were coked up, who's at fault?
It's the man of the house.
There you go.
So, I mean, this is what I don't understand about these, especially people like EVS, Dick Masterson, all these like right-wing people always want to say, well, it's the man of the house, like he's the one that's supposed to take care of the household and stuff. Well, if that's the case, then what the fuck is Nick Rekieta doing? He's neglecting his responsibilities as the quote-unquote man of the house, isn't he? So by your own standards, he fucked up.
Yeah. upon that, I mean, you're wasting your whole career, plus your little platform, and your large platform for that matter. And if that's the case, then you're literally you're literally destroying something that you have going great, not good. It's not that you have something good; you have something great, and you're making well over 500K, right? Not pocket watching, but that's just a fact. I don't feel shit for this dude. I think he's a fucking scumbag, man.
The dude in 2023 made $700,000
Oh shit.
through social media, and you're telling and this guy could not get his kids new clothes, better food than fucking SpaghettiOs. Are you kidding me?
What? You're lying.
No, the kids went there was times the kids would go 3 to 4 days wearing the same damn clothes and they would start to smell.
Oh hell no! Really?
The only food they had access to in the house was things like SpaghettiOs and Pop-Tarts. We're talking about the bare minimum shit.
That's for like broke people, man. Like what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, what's his excuse?
Yo, 700,000, bro. What? Wait a second. And then my question is, he didn't. You can't tell me half of that went to these damn drugs, right? So what happened to the rest of the money?
Dude, I have heard a rumor, and I don't know this for sure, but I've had a rumor that on average, this man was spending $20,000 on drugs
Yo,
a month.
Oh, hell.
20,000 a month on drugs. And apparently there was 1 month, either last year or 2022, where he spent $70,000 on drugs.
Oh wow. Goldie Fix said, well, look at the comment. Goldie Fix says I heard it was an 8-year-old that tested positive. That there you go. The test was done on here. It may be possible the sample was contaminated from being around the drugs. Maybe, I hope. Well, that's definitely a possibility.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Like, I'm not saying, and it's not said that the girl had that the 8-year-old was doing drugs, but the fact that she had drugs in her hair means that the parents were doing drugs around the kids. That's the problem. And because people have been saying, oh, well, he was doing drugs, but the kids weren't there. The kids weren't in the room with them when they were doing the drugs. How the fuck did she get 10 times the amount that is required for a positive cocaine test on her hair follicle? You want to explain that to me? Yeah, and the other, Michael's right too. The other thing is that Nick is a trust fund baby. His grandparents were multi-millionaires.
Oh my god! And you're a lawyer, and you're making 700,000 off this bullshit YouTube. You don't fuck up like that, bro. Like what? I know people say that when you get access to a lot of things that you would normally wouldn't when you get to a certain tax bracket, your mind can go a different direction. But there are a lot of successful people who are either millionaires or close or circa around that area.
Yeah.
And they don't fuck up like this, bro.
Dude, go watch. I did a stream last week where Turkey Tom did a video on Nick Rekieta. Nick has gotten the Turkey Tom treatment. And Turkey Tom, his whole channel is devoted to documentary style videos where he talks about social media influencers that have fallen from grace. He jumped on the Nick Rekieta thing real fast, and it showed like the money, like where he comes from. The dude comes from wealth. I mean, some really good wealth. How do you have every fucking thing going for you, and your kids are wearing the same clothes 4 days in a row, eating fucking Pop-Tarts and SpaghettiOs?
Yeah, it's their fault that they can't put clothes on their damn back, and they can't eat nothing better than SpaghettiOs and Cheerios and shit. And yeah, Oh boy, I don't get that. I don't get it, bro.
I mean, if I had that much, I don't have kids, but I have a nephew and I have 2 nieces. And if I was making that kind of money, dude, they would have the best shit imaginable.
Hell yeah.
I'd be that rich uncle. That's who I would be. I'd give them the best shit imaginable. Fuck Rekieta. Fuck Rekieta.
Oh boy, I don't get it.
All right. So we are going to this because I don't actually I do need to cover this bottom part. So point
Yeah.
C. Miss Sweep. Now Miss Sweep is the agent from Child Protective Services. She actually went into the home while the search was ongoing, while the cops were there. So she was the Child Protective Service agent on scene. Miss Sweep went to the family home while the search was ongoing. At that time, she learned that the home was very cluttered. It was difficult to walk around the home without stepping on clothing, bedding, or blankets. So the place is a fucking mess.
Mm. Mm.
The place is a fucking mess. All right, now in this next part, I'm going to switch over to a different version of the document that has, because I don't want to reveal which kid it was, the name of the kid that actually had their, was tested positive, essentially. So let me pull that up real quick. Let me pull that up real quick. All right, so this has got the name blocked out. So here we go. So point D, this is continuing. This is page 5, continuing on from page 4. Point D. This is the part. This is the part that is driving everybody fucking angry. I mean, like this right here is shit. After being placed out of the home, the children were subject to hair follicle drug testing. All of the children, except for name redacted, tested negative. But one of the kids, name redacted, tested positive for cocaine at a level of over 5,000 with a cutoff of 500. So let me put that into context with you. I don't know exactly what the measurement is, but let me put that into context with you. 500 is the bare minimum that you need to test in order to test positive for cocaine. She was at 5,000. Ten times the bare minimum to test positive for cocaine. This is the 9-year-old. And people want to say they weren't doing drugs around the kids? I mean, I want people to really just absorb this for a second. You have a 9-year-old child. I mean, like I'm fucking angry right now. You have a 9-year-old child, a 9-year-old kid who is testing positive for cocaine at 10 times the bare minimum that is required to test positive. People want to say, well, maybe the parents like kissed her hair or something. They had some residue cocaine or something. You would not get 10 times the amount of the bare minimum to test positive. They were doing drugs around these kids.
Unabashedly, obviously.
It makes me so fucking angry because I went through this same shit with my own mother. I can't imagine what I can't imagine what these kids were going through, the hell they were living in. And people like EVS really want to sit here and say, oh, it would be better for the kids to go back to Rekieta and his wife. Are you people fucking insane? You want to put them back in that crack den hellhole?
I mean, kind of you scarred these children.
Yeah, Anna is saying that she registered high enough to be a daily user.
Oh shit! Talking about his wife, right?
No, talking about the kid.
Oh damn! Oh wow! So wait, then that means that she had to have consumed it,
dude. If she actually ingested cocaine while in that house, there is not a prison in this country, in this world, that is cruel enough. Maybe in North Korea, there's a prison that's cruel enough to give these parents the proper punishment they deserve.
Well, there's Alcatraz, and there's also the ones in Mexico.
I have to be careful with what I say because we are on YouTube. But if Rekieta was around me right now, dude, I'm telling you right now, there are things that I would do to this man that I cannot repeat on this platform because I would get kicked off. Like, this makes me really fucking angry. There is nothing worse in this world than hurting a child. I mean, dear God, man. And again, and the narrative now is that the cope, the sweeping, is that it's a false positive. 10 times the minimum amount required to test positive. And we're going to call that a false positive. Are you people insane?
A false positive, huh?
Are you people fucking insane? I mean, what the hell is wrong with people? What the hell is wrong with people? Okay, so I am going to, so apparently, so I've been seeing this in the chat. Apparently, she was 8 when she was tested. She just recently had a birthday. Jesus Christ. Like, I have a niece that's in this age range, man. Like, I can't, like, if I found out she tested positive for cocaine, I mean, what? Holy shit.
So, the lady Anna says she was the only, they test all 4, and she was the only one that tested positive. So the 8-year-old was the only one that tested positive?
Yes.
Oh God, man.
Yeah, but it's the government conspiring against her. Shut people.
How?
Because they would rather believe in some batshit crazy conspiracy than believe that their internet lawyer daddy is not this idol that they made him up to be. So hold up. People are saying that apparently EVS is turned on Nick Rekieta. Is that true? Hold up. Because I know he's... Hold up. We're going to snipe Trashcast real quick. We're going to snipe Trashcast real quick.
Here, July Strikes Back.
Let's see. Alex Stein, Evie. I swear to God. All right, I'm gonna watch.
Obviously, you and I are.
I'm gonna watch this later. Watch this later. Let's go to EVS's stream.
Yeah, I can't stand that dude, Alex Stein, man. He was a
And Skyver, Ethan.
He's watching it too.
This is the Alex Stein show. I'm finally allowed on the Alex Stein show.
Yeah, you're allowed. Eric, I gave approval, so you're good to go. So, Eric.
Hold on. Let me look at the chat summary. The chat. Oh, fuck me, dog. Okay, the chat summary's gone. Fuck it.
Oh, the AI.
You got to
shit.
talk.
Yeah.
Ethan, obviously you and I are good
I like
friends,
that better.
but you're also good friends with Nick. And you know, I don't want to sit here and talk about
Not
Nick.
like you though. I'm better friends with you. I saw you calling me Nick's best friend. I'm here to renounce and denounce.
No, do not
Nick,
denounce because you were right the whole time.
Too
dude.
late. I'm here to denounce him. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I've told that guy so many times, and I tell everybody in my audience, just say no. Just say no. And if some savvy 9-year-old comes up to you slinging cocaine, what's it called?
Cocaine, yayo, booger sugar.
You're supposed
Snow
to
White.
say no. I don't care. I don't care how cool and slick and fast talking that 9-year-old is. You say no, thank you. I do not use drugs.
Well,
and I've said this all along.
No, you were right this whole time. Wait, hold on. Let me just say this, Ethan. You were right this whole time. And the only reason that Nick was spiraling or Kayla was having problems is they have a 9-year-old allegedly that's addicted to smack, and that would make me hard as a parent if I had a 9-year-old that was, you know,
I'm sorry, that would make you hard as a parent?
It would make it hard, yes, it wouldn't make me
What the fuck is this conversation?
Hard, but it would make my life challenging. Is the thing I was trying to say.
It would make your life so much easier. If your kid was addicted to cocaine at the age of 9, he should pick up his fucking clothes off the ground, right? Am I allowed to say the F word?
No, yeah, you can cuss, but that doesn't make sense.
Chores?
Yeah, I mean, crackheads usually are pretty clean because they can clean up stuff and take care of business. They can like take apart a refrigerator.
Get to work.
Yeah.
You're on cocaine. You should be hyper motivated to get things done. That's why most people do cocaine.
And let's be real, it's not fentanyl, so who cares? I mean, why are we going to beat
is this whole thing
up?
just a fucking joke to these
like
people?
A beer, please. A little cocaine these days.
Okay.
I've never tried cocaine. I've always said no.
Have you really never tried it, Ethan? Have you really never tried it? Come on, don't be.
I've never tried it, man. Never.
The devil's
worst I've ever
dandruff.
done.
You've never been offered the devil's dandruff ever once, and you just kind of took it.
No, and by the way, that just shows you how boring my friends are. I have friends like you. Now you've never offered me cocaine, yayo, not even once.
Well, yeah, because I don't want to go to jail. So what do you think's going to happen? We're not going to beat up Nick the whole time, but more stuff's going to keep coming out. Like, what do you think Nick's going through right now on a serious note? Because I don't wish him any ill will.
Oh, yes, you do.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that? I really don't.
Oh, Alex.
Why would I want him to
all kinds of And I didn't even know this about you. I had no idea that you were that you had some kind of a problem or issue with Nick Rekieta.
I don't.
I thought you were nose guarding. You're not nose guarding?
No, I don't have an issue with Nick at all. But this is why.
Chad, I gotta pause this for a second. Are these people mentally ill? Like, I'm asking that as a legitimate question. Like, is there something out there, some information on people like EBS, on people like Alex Stein, that they actually do have a mental illness? This shit is not fucking funny. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna be completely 100% honest here when I say this. I think that cancellation from DC, I think it fucking broke Ethan. Like, I think it
you really
mentally,
think so?
Yes, I'm not joking. I think it mentally broke the guy. I think he lives in a constant state of paranoia. I think he sees enemies around every corner. I think he sees bad guys in every shadow. I think he always believes people are coming after him. I think he always believes that people are coming after his quote unquote allies in the culture war, like Rekieta. And so to him, this whole thing is just the people who canceled him, the left, the mainstream, whatever you want to call it, the government. They're coming after Rekieta. It's another. He looks at Rekieta as being a fucking martyr in the culture war. Everything in these people's lives is framed in this us versus them mentality.
That's an interesting take.
Like, you know what Ethan reminds me of? Ethan reminds me of this, of like, picture an old man sitting on a porch of some rundown cabin with a barbed wire fence around it, holding a shotgun, just sitting there waiting for the government to come and try and take his property, try and take away his guns, and they never show up, and he spends his entire life alone and miserable out in the middle of fucking nowhere because he's that fucking crazy. He's that fucking paranoid.
Yeah.
Like that's what he makes me think of. Him, and honestly Dick Masterson too.
Oh well, that guy. I don't like Dick Masterson, man. He's an annoying motherfucker, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And there are people that I associate with. We all know who I'm talking about. And I don't get how they're sitting here defending these people. Like, I know y'all are smarter than this. I mean, fuck me, Doc. I cannot stand Eric July or the sinister succubuses that he calls the Soska sisters. But my God, are we? I mean, are we so entrenched in the Eric hate that we can't see when people that are supposed to be on quote unquote our side fuck up too? In some ways, even worse. I mean, as far as I know, Eric July is not doing cocaine around children.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit never happened. Like, what are we doing?
Darsky D Flow. Eric July is a grifter. He's a black friend for the alt right.
Eric July is a fucking clown, but my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean nothing. Yeah, I mean, but child endangerment is that like I you know, it's crazy because cats wouldn't joke about this shit years ago, man. Like, is everything a fucking joke to people now? Like, or we look, I'm pretty sure people have children out here, right? So wouldn't you hold a certain standard for yourself, for your children, and knowing that you're responsible for them in every action you take, every decision you make? Like, what kind of shit is this, man?
And what drives me up the fucking wall, is that these are the same people that want to, they go out and they say, we've got to protect the kids from the trans movement getting into school and drag queen story hour and stuff. Okay, fair enough. But why can't we protect the kids from deadbeat dads and deadbeat moms doing fucking cocaine around their children? So we're going to protect the kids in one case, but not the other? If it's about protecting kids, it's about protecting kids in every single fucking situation. We don't get to pick and choose when it comes to children.
No. Especially not with children, man.
Apparently, the owner and operator of Kiwi Farms has endorsed ISOM. It's on. Dude, I hate to fucking say it. I mean, I really hate to fucking say it. But people that I have usually disagreed with, I'm talking about like Yellow Flash, the guys over at Keno Casino, like, they're right about the Rekieta situation. Eric July is right about the Rekieta situation. And I don't bless you.
Thank you. Oh, so you can hear that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't say that lightly. But it's the fucking truth. They're right about this piece of shit. So just because I've disagreed with these people in the past, like when they actually get something right, I'm supposed to just pretend like they're not right? I lose all credibility.
Yeah, right is wrong, man. I don't know, man.
Exactly. And Andres brings up a good point. As someone looking in, Nick was held down by his kids. I'm not saying that. I honestly believe he does. Yes, I think that Nick Rekieta felt held back by his kids and by the traditional Christian lifestyle he portrayed. And I honestly think he felt held back by all that. And we're seeing the true Nick Rekieta come out.
Oh, no.
I think the true Nick Rekieta wants to be a wild child, hedonistic, just coke snorting, horror fucking, whatever. Like he's having like the greatest, most disturbing midlife crisis I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I really do think he hates his kids. Yeah, I definitely think he has contempt for his kids.
Well,
I'm sorry, dude, but when you have those kids, that's an 18-year commitment per child. Deal with it.
yeah. It's off, man.
All right, let's.
Your big show for the Blaze and a giant novelty pair of scissors, which you don't own yet. But if you could find a...
All right, they're talking about Riley. I'm not interested in Riley tonight. So I guess I need to go back a little bit to actually see what people are talking about as far as like, okay, there he is promoting Cyber Frog or whatever. Like, cool, blah 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 blah. All right, here we go. Let's see, because people were saying that he actually has turned on Rekieta. Let's see if that's true.
News, he wore a shirt like this, and he buttoned it all the way to the top, and his beard was like this, and I liked it. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm basically doing that. I mean, people have better fashion sense than me. Hamilton Berger says, perfect timing since my old warrants just expired. Thank you for $2. I appreciate it. Yeah, look, I don't care. All of you guys, you can all get arrested. Get arrested. David L says, add me to the list, Tubbs. So warrant for your arrest too. And there's a lot of this going on right now. There's a lot of people who are collecting mean tweets, sending them to the police department and the state government so that, anybody who's critical of them can be arrested. You got a warrant for your arrest. Randall McCollum says, I know Warrant was a mid-tier bubblegum metal band, but they have lowered themselves to rounding up your detractors and harassers.
All right, I need the fucking the fucking Rekieta shit. Come on, people.
You'll understand that I have employees that depend on me. Those employees work in a warehouse, and people like Mikey. Yeah, Mikey's listen, I don't care. Like you can the gay allegations with this shirt. There's nothing gay about this racism. Diamond G says Ethan's moving differently. So, now the reason why I said was because I am fully aware. I'm no dummy of the news that's going on right now. The news
all right,
that's
here
going
it is.
on right now is not good. There was a little document that was released to the public for some reason. A little document that made it out onto the interwebs. Did you guys see this? That basically was about Nick Rekieta, our dear friend, Nick Rekieta, who I have denounced, by the way. A lot of people are like, Nick Rekieta is Ethan's friend. Ethan's these people, the other day, like somebody goes,
when did he denounce him?
Must be right here, right now.
I mean, maybe he does now, but he's saying that in the past tense that he has denounced. When? Before this stream? When? Was it in a tweet? Did I miss something? Let me know, because maybe he did, but I don't remember putting anything out.
Ethan is the biggest broom holding up House Rekieta. What the hell? Like me? I never even got to party with the guy. All my friends got to actually party with him. I'm just kind of like, my thing is just like, he's always been nice to me. I'm not going to stick a knife in his back like that. Like, that's not, I'm not going to immediately stick a knife in this.
Oh, this is such bullshit. Oh, this is such bullshit. I've done 2 fucking live streams with this fat pie eating fuck defending Rekieta. What in God's name is he talking about? We've been over this. Yeah, and apparently EVS was in because Rekieta streamed last night. That was originally going to be what we were going to go over was the stream, but then this came out. EVS was in Rekieta's chat last night, deleting troll tip messages. So even as far as last night, he was backing up his boy. This is such bullshit. Now that this document's come out, Ethan's going to try and walk it back instead of saying, look, I was blinded by friendship. I was blinded by loyalty. I apologize, guys. I was wrong. I'm so tired. And Eric July has the same fucking problem. I am so tired of this stupid mentality that if we apologize, if we admit our faults, if we admit we were wrong, if we admit we made a mistake, if we admit we're fucking human, that it's somehow weak. No, it's called being a fucking human being. God, I cannot stand these fucking people. Let's keep going with this.
Guy's back, no matter what he's up to, unless he's up to something real bad. But I'm not going to stick a knife in his back. He's been kind to me. I wish him well. And that's it. That's the entire internet is perfectly willing to do that. And then I get called the broom that's sweeping up House Rekieta and holding it up like, what the hell, man? So I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that I was the only pillar that was still keeping his whole legacy.
No. Dick Masterson is right there with you. Dick Masterson's right there with you.
Live. I had no idea. Did you guys know that? I mean, were you guys aware that it's me doing this? Like, everything depends on me? Why didn't you say something to me? Yeah, I didn't know. I would have worked. I would have been, I don't know.
People. Oh my God. This is such bullshit. How many people were calling him out on this? How many people were calling him out on this? This is such... Dude, there's been videos after video, stream after stream, 2 of which were mine, of people calling him out on this. Don't tell me he wasn't fucking aware. Look at the body language. Like, he knows he's been caught. He knows he fucked up, and now he's trying to mitigate it.
I would have done something differently. I would have moved differently had I known that. Anyway, Alex Stein reaches out to me because in the process of the internet destroying Nick Rekieta's entire existence, which, by the way, now I'm like, yeah, they should destroy his entire existence. In the process...
So this is what it took for you to finally see the fucking light? This is what it took. Why can't he just fucking apologize? Why can't he just admit he's wrong? Is his ego that fucking big?
Apparently.
This guy, like, I can't, like, I used to really like this guy. But what he's done with this whole situation, I mean, it's such fucking hypocrisy. I cannot stand fucking hypocrisy like this.
Of this, some documents came out that said that Nick Rekieta's 9-year-old tested positive. They all had to go through drug tests, the kids. He's got like 5 kids. They all were drug tested. And one of them, I guess the second youngest, or I don't know, tested positive for cocaine. And I have no idea. Like they're like it's for 5,000 something over 500. I don't know what any of that means. That could be a lot or a little. I don't know. But it doesn't sound good when your 9-year-old tests positive for cocaine. Anyway,
it is 10 times the bare minimum needed to test positive on a drug test for cocaine. So yes, Ethan, it's a shit ton.
I find this out today. I'm like, oh no, this isn't good. And then I get a message from Alex Stein saying, hey, hold on, is it a real document? How do I know? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on any more than anybody else does on the internet. But anyway, I got invited to show up on Alex Stein's show, and I knew what it was for. I knew that I was being seen as a pillar in House Rekieta, and that I was going to have to answer for this. I was going to have to answer for it. Anyway, I said, yeah, of course. Because the reason why is I'm not a pussy. Okay, I don't care. Like I'll go wherever I'm invited. There's some people who are like, why would you go on Alex Stein show? Some of you out there don't even like Alex Stein. First of all, I like Alex Stein. But some of you out there don't like him. You're like, why would you go there? I'll go anywhere. Pretty much if anybody invites me on their show, friend or foe, I'm there. Sure. I'm not afraid of internet, folks. So I was invited to go on there, and I just said, okay, I will. And here's what happened. Here's me and my appearance on Alex Stein, just like an hour.
All right, so we've already seen this. Let me catch up and see what he's doing live.
Criticized with that a lot. I mean, was that good? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So are you just mad because you had to pay your dues, and in your mind, Eric didn't have to pay those same dues? He didn't have to get.
All right, I'm not interested in Eric July tonight. I'm really not. This dude is such a snake. He's such a snake. The clips are out there. I just went over this shit for the second time. I went over this shit just a day ago. Fucking Monday's stream, I went over this shit. And then before that, 2 weeks ago, I went over this shit. The same fucking thing. It's fucking out there. I've gone over it. Kino Casino's gone over it. Yellow Flash has gone over it. Like, so many people have gone over this shit. Man, what the fuck, man? He acts like the internet's not forever. It's out there. You said what you said. People heard what they heard. I just cannot believe this shit, man. I really can't.
Yeah, it's low. It's off, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I mean, I thought, maybe if he comes out and he admits that he was wrong and he begs for forgiveness and stuff, and maybe I'll subscribe back to him. But after this, no, fuck no. You're not getting a subscription. In fact, you're getting a dislike. You're getting a dislike. All right, I'm sick of EVS, man. Let's get back to this this protective order. All right, so I've moved on to page 6. Michael says, "Which EVS heel turn and reconcile with Eric, dude? That would be fucking crazy."
that'd be funny as fuck, man.
I'm gonna give some advice to Eric. After this, no, don't reconcile with EVS. I mean, that's just gonna make you look even worse. Okay, so we're on page 6. The children remain in foster care until the parents are able to provide a safe environment. demonstrated through substantial compliance with the case plan and by correcting the conditions which have been laid out, which have led to out-of-home placement. The placement proposed by the agency is the least restrictive and most home-like setting that meets the needs of the children. I think they're going to go to the grandparents, in all honesty. Given the particular circumstances of the children and the family at the time of the children's removal, there were no services or efforts available that could have allowed the children to remain safely in the home. All right. So there's no way that the kids could have remained in the home. The county is providing reasonable efforts to reunify the children with their parents. Now listen to this, man. If this doesn't show you that he doesn't give a fuck about these kids and he doesn't even want them back, I don't know what else does. Listen to this. The county is providing reasonable efforts to reunify the children with their parents and to prevent the need for further out-of-home placement. However, those efforts have been hampered by the parents, Nick and Kayla, because the parents have revoked ROIs, have not been submitting to drug testing, and have not allowed the county full access to the home. So the steps that they could take to get their kids back, they're not even willing to take those steps.
Oh wow. Yeah, don't give them kids back, please.
And people wonder why I say that Nick does not give a shit about these kids and he resents them. Let's continue. The children were removed from the home on May 23rd, 2024, which is 14 days in out-of-home placement. The permanency progress review hearing must be held no later than 180 days, which is November 19, 2024. This just goes into like the petition and like all this stuff. I'm trying to see like where is the next like bit of important information, because a lot of this is just legal jargon that nobody really cares about. So here is the conclusion that they came to with this report. After everything they've seen, all the evidence that they've gathered, this is their conclusion for the kids. What is in the best interest of these children? Here we go. Best interest. It is in the best interest of the children that they shall remain in the protective care of the county for the purpose of placement with an appropriate licensed foster care provider. The county is providing reasonable efforts to reunify the children with their parents and to prevent the need for further out-of-home placement. However, those efforts have been hampered by the parents who have revoked their ROIs, have not been submitting to drug testing, and have not allowed the county full access to the home. The children shall remain. This is the order that is put into place. This is what the court has decided. The children shall remain in protective care of the county for the purpose of placement with an appropriate licensed foster care provider. The following shall be provided to the children and to the child's family pursuant. And of course, they're talking about dental care, like all this other stuff later on. But they say about the parents shall each submit to chemical use assessment and shall follow all recommendations. The parents shall abstain from use and possession of all mood-altering substances except as prescribed by a medical professional. The parents shall each submit to chemical testing of any type at the request of the county and or the GAL, I'm not really sure what that is, to verify abstinence. The parents shall sign all necessary release of information so that service providers may share information with the county. The parents shall sign releases of information from MMI to the county, and again, the GAL, I'm not sure what that is. And they may monitor and verify the parents' drug testing results. The county shall file an out-of-home placement plan and provide it to the parties and foster care providers within 30 days. Let's see. Visitation between the parents and the children shall be supervised at a supervised safety center. I mean, shit, man. Like, if they're having to have visitation at a supervised facility, a government facility, like, this has got to be really fucking bad, dude. I mean, this has got to be really. I got a feeling like what we're learning here is just the tip of the fucking iceberg.
That.
I think this is the tip of the fucking iceberg. So yeah, it's talking about here like the county's going to arrange medical care and all this other stuff for the kids. That just goes into the stuff they're going to provide for the children, which is more than what Rekieta has provided for the children. But yeah, that's pretty much like that. That's the main gist of it.
That's a lot, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Man, this is fucking crazy.
Shit,
I mean, this is fucking crazy. Like, think about where this guy was during the Johnny Depp trial, during the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, and where he is now. This, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think this is, honest to God, one of, like, easily top 5. One of the biggest falls for a YouTube influencer.
Yeah. Oh wait, he was Kyle Rittenhouse's lawyer?
No. He was, like, his channel blew up covering the Johnny Depp.
It. Oh,
yeah. Like that's what made him big, was the Johnny Depp trial and the Kyle Rittenhouse trial.
Oh yeah, those were high profile.
Yeah. That's what made him big. And he was on top of the fucking world, dude. And now look what's happened to him. I swear that this is one of the biggest fall from graces I've ever seen from any YouTuber, period.
Yeah, you could say that. I can't really name you one.
I mean, this is fucking insane, dude. I mean, there's a few others I can name, but he's definitely in the top 5.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I used to really like this guy, man. Like I was following him hardcore back in the day, but my God. My God. And I mean, this is the fucking tip of the iceberg, dude. Who knows what other documents are going to come out? The farms are going to get a hold of other documents. Who knows what else is going to come out? And of course, we still have the body cam footage that is going to be coming out eventually. And when that shit comes out, holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man.
And now you have EVS trying to walk back everything he said. And trying to, like the snake he is, slither around his previous comments, his previous defense. I want to see how many other people try and change their tune on this. Wow. Well, what I really meant was, or, well, you see, like, let me clarify my previous statements. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I feel you on that one, man.
Yes, the point of the body cam footage is to, I mean, listen, once we get the body cam footage, there's no denying it at that point. There's going to be a whole lot of people that are going to have egg on their faces. It's going to be absolutely insane. And of course, we'll be watching the body cam footage once it comes out. As soon as we know that night, I am streaming. And listen, I'm telling you right now, if it's fucking like if it's something like what happened with this, where it broke around midnight last night, if the body cam footage was to come out tonight at midnight, fuck sleeping, we're going live with in like 15 minutes of that news breaking. because that is the ultimate vindication.
Right.
Dude, I'm so fucking when I think about what these kids are going through, again, what I would do to Nick Rekieta, I can't repeat on this platform. I can't. And I'm just wondering, given the sexual promiscuity that was going on in that household, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but what if it went beyond neglect, dude?
Oh, you talking about child abuse? Like,
Yeah, like I think everybody knows what I'm
yeah.
trying to suggest here.
Ugh,
I'm not
man.
saying that did happen. We don't know. There's been nothing to indicate it yet. But let's be real here. If that did happen, I'm going to be fucking horrified, but a part of me would not be surprised.
Well, ooh. You're going there, huh?
Let me clarify.
There's a potentiality for it.
Yeah, I don't know that happened. There is no evidence. There is no evidence of that happening.
Mm-hmm.
But would anybody be surprised? Given the sexual promiscuity of these people,
oh yeah.
Would anybody be surprised? And if that's the case, oh buddy, if Nick goes to jail, Nick might not be coming out of jail if that's the case.
Yeah.
Because there's people in there who have done some awful shit, but to hurt a child like that, there's a code. Even among criminals, there is a code.
Yeah.
And that's a big no-no.
Oh yeah.
That's a big no-no.
Yeah, you tell no lies there, that's for sure.
Yeah, see, Dirk hit it right on the he hit the nail on the head. That's usually what happens to children in drug dens. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, hell, I grew up in a fucking drug den. I mean, I had a stream where I showed people like my room and what I grew up in, and the conditions were horrific. And I am terrified that we're going to see something similar
right
in this body cam footage to what I was showing my childhood bedroom growing up. I mean, it's dude, I just think about these poor kids, dude. God almighty, these poor kids.
Right. Yeah, no, it's I don't know, man. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, I mean, look, at the end of the day, man, hopefully, these kids, are in the right hands, going forward, because something like this, man, like you can't turn a blind eye on, bro. Straight up.
No, you can't. But some people are. Some people are.
Oh yeah, obviously.
God, this shit is horrific. I want to catch up with EVS. I want to see what he's saying.
Nick Rekieta is literally mad at the internet right now. Madder than anybody I've ever seen at the internet. He said, fuck you. Alex Stein said, should Nick Rekieta, does he owe anyone an apology? And I just think he, saying fuck you to wide swaths of people, you might want to apologize for that, but I don't know about anything else. You know, the justice system is going to make you ultimately apologize in a very real way. Rekieta's defense, F you and your little dog too, says brains taste awful. Cyberwolf 2060 says you get a warrant and you get a warrant and you get a warrant. I'm warranting all of you guys. Every single one of you. Everyone who makes fun of me, I'm compiling all of these super chats and I'm sending them straight to the NJPD, the New Jersey Police Department. Just like Bob says, Alex Stein is a goddamn schmuck. Why do you say that? He's funny. Braves Ryan says, warrant this, Tubbo. Peppermint Space Capsule. Men Fences, EJ should apologize for threatening you. Yeah, I was not prepared. I was prepared to talk about Nick Rekieta. The Eric July stuff, I came out of the left field. I wasn't expecting it to happen because it just seemed like it would be inconvenient to his show to do that. But yeah, the one thing I regret about that interview is I wasn't sharp enough to say, I don't have a problem with Eric. He has a problem with me. I'm just here doing my own thing. Eric has beef with me, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's about.
Chat, do let me pull up the pictures again. I'm going to pull up the pictures of my the bedroom that I grew up within, that I grew up in as a child, and my mother's drugged in. And I want you guys to get an idea of what these kids might be going through. So this is what I had to deal with growing up in a similar situation. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. There we go.
Oh, that was your living space at one point?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Wow.
Meanwhile, my mom and her friends were doing all kind of drugs in the kitchen. Now, I want you to picture this. I remember this night very clearly. Imagine being a little kid. I was around 8 or 9 years old. I'm thirsty. I want a drink. I want to go to the kitchen to get a drink out of the refrigerator. My mom told me to stay out of the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
She sees me coming into the kitchen. Bitch chases me down with a belt that has spikes on it and beats the shit out of me.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Beats the shit out of her 9-year-old son, all because he wanted a drink. And when my dad found out about that, he told her, he said, if you ever do something like that to me, this was his quote. He said, if you ever do something like that to him again, I will fucking kill you. Because, see, I was lucky. Like, my dad was a really good guy. My dad was my best friend. My mom's a piece of shit. These kids aren't so lucky because both of their parents are pieces of shit.
Mm.
So in a lot of ways, these kids have it a lot fucking worse. Oh, yeah, and like these conditions right here, EVS has the gall to say, well, this is good for kids. This will cause them to grow up and be strong Americans. This is what the floor of my room looked like. That is what Nick Rekieta's kids could potentially be going through. And then this fat fuck wants to say that conditions like that are good. And then he wonders why people are attacking him and shitting on him. Gee, I wonder why, jackass.
Yeah, that's not good, man.
No, it's not. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, there was things that went on in that house I lived in with my mom. And I'm not ready to share it. Maybe one day I will share it publicly. But there were some things in there that, I mean, just some unspeakable things that no kid should have to go through. And maybe one day I'll talk about that, but I'm not ready to go public with that right now.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's horrible to go through that, especially with your mother, man.
Yeah. It's and people wonder, is it any surprise why I say that I'm glad the bitch is still in prison, and when she does finally kick the bucket, I'm not going to shed a fucking tear.
Well, things happen like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I cannot stand that woman. Thank God my grandmother was there. Like, my grandmother was a saint, and my dad was there for us, and the man was my best friend. So in some ways, I was fortunate. These kids, they don't even have their mom or their dad. They're both pieces of shit. Let's see what kind of bullshit that he is that he's
And then,
spouting.
the cancel culture actually works really well. People don't like that pressure. El Diablo Guerrero for $10. I had a 9-year-old ER patient who was selling her parents Xanax to classmates. Was selling her parents Xanax to classmates. She told them it was sleepy candy. Gotta respect the hustle from the Rekieta kid. Somebody had to take the initiative. That is fucking hilarious.
I gotta stop. I can't stand, like, this shit's not funny. There's nothing funny about kids going through shit like this.
My bad, I was on mute. Yeah, that shit is not funny, bro. Like, there ain't nothing fucking what?
Like, every single situation in life is a fucking joke to these people. Cannot be taken seriously.
What? Now I see one.
Anna, this is EVS, Ethan Van Sciver. He's the head of Comicsgate.
Oh,
dude, I'm telling you what, this whole situation has made Comicsgate look like a fucking joke.
Yeah, I'm not defending no motherfucking person doing that dumbass shit, bro. I mean, because then what can you take serious after that? I mean, like, you can't take this shit serious, and there's people on there sitting up here posting stupid shit, making mockery of this. Like, you're making mockery of something that's involving child endangerment and child abuse, really, because the second youngest, who was at what age 8, 9 years old, tested positive for fucking cocaine in their hair follicles. That means that they were ingesting the shit. Like, what the fuck is going on right here, bro?
I mean, this may be the story that fucking destroys Comic Gates.
Wait. Look at that hair test. You see that comment? Hair test do false positive with no drug contact.
What the fuck?
That was a super chat. You see that?
10 times the bare minimum needed to test positive. That is not a false positive.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, like, just the fact that it's the young ones, man, that this is happening to, like, I don't want to hear none of that goofy ass shit, bro. Because he caused the situation to happen to begin with because he allowed them drugs in the damn house. Let's just play devil's advocate to say that they were dealing with that shit. They're fucking kids. God damn it. They don't. They can't balance no check, and they're not. They're not the ones working for that house. They're being provided for because they're not of age. Hell, when you're 16, you're not of age, honestly. And let's say if they,
Exactly.
and let's say if that child, because I mean, at the end of the day, a 16-year-old is a child. Let's say if that 16-year-old got caught with some damn cocaine, then you scold the fuck out of that child. To the at least the bare minimum, scold the fuck out of him. It's predicated upon you to get rid of that shit, or you're gonna have to make some hard decisions with your child. That's how you you nip that shit in the bud. That's how you get rid of that problem, that issue in your home.
Exactly.
Like, see, this is the reason, and people wonder why, man, America is going down the fucking drain, and why the younger generation is so fucked up and so void of fucking judgment and shit, man. Because of shit like this.
Dude, if this shit is a fucking joke to people, this is why I say we're not a serious fucking country. No, and I'm talking about on the right and the left. Like, we're not acting like fucking adults. No one is. This country's a fucking joke. I mean, I see now why there's people in other countries that look at us and they laugh. We don't take anything fucking seriously. I mean, it's fucking depressing. God bless, man. Like, this is... I told y'all, like, we're gonna this tonight. We're gonna get angry. We're gonna get sad. I don't know how anyone can find this shit funny. I really don't. Like, this is some of the most depressing shit I've ever had to talk about.
Well, in this fear, definitely that's one of the most egregious things that we can see done within this whole sector of YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the complete neglect of any level of decorum of keeping the drugs away from the kids. Let's say if you are a junkie like that, why the fuck would the kids remotely even have access to that? And the thing is, you have a lot of wealth. You're not just rich, you're wealthy, right?
Yeah.
There's no fucking excuse for this shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, this has made Comicsgate look fucking terrible.
Yeah, Stephanie Hall makes a good point. In your chat.
This is the result of gentle parenting and the justice system slapping wrists instead of giving real punishments. Yeah. Nick Rekieta deserves every harsh punishment imaginable for what he's done. And he should never get those kids back, ever.
I agree.
Those kids should never have to step foot in that home again.
They have 4, right?
5.
Oh, man.
5 kids. Youngest one is 6.
And the second youngest is the one that got caught. That is the one that had the shit in their system.
Yeah, the 9-year-old.
That's not good, bro. That is not good, man.
If Comicsgate is gonna sweep for people like this, the whole thing deserves to fucking burn. I mean, this is fucking disgusting. I mean, it really is.
an apology from him, an apology video. The whole thing's embarrassing. I get it. I understand that. But at the same time, like, what are you mad at me for? Like, logically, it doesn't make sense. It's all like emotional. You know, it's like you want to forget that you were weak enough to ask for help. Doug TeNapel, same exact situation, is mad at me because he did come to me on like his fucking hands and knees, just like I need help. Urashima Taru says hair tests do false positives with no drug contact.
So what? It's weak to ask for help? God, I swear to God, man, these people are fucking demented. How are you supposed to fix things if you don't ask for help? Do you know how much strength it takes to actually be able to admit that you need help and then to ask for it? I swear, these people have their whole worldview is so fucking, it's so fucking warped and twisted.
But doesn't EVS have children himself though?
Yes.
Like, come on, man.
One of them is autistic, for God's sakes.
Right. So,
dude, I'm not gonna lie, with this type of mentality, I honest to God, I kind of worry about EVS's kids. Like, can you imagine how they're being raised?
Yeah.
If their dad has this mentality, holy shit. Maybe somebody ought to do a welfare check on the kids in EVS's house. I'm fucking done with this guy. I can't deal with it. I just, like, right now, I can't deal with Comicsgate, man. I really can't. Like, if this is what we're going to defend, if this is what we're going to sweep for, count me out. Count me out. I can't fucking do this shit. I have fucking principles I have to stand on.
Yeah, same here. I don't look, man. I don't. You're not speaking. We're not in the same fucking atmosphere, man. Honestly, not in this situation.
No,
like I don't get it.
No, It's not really that fucking hard to defend children. Like, that shouldn't be a hard fucking standard to hold up, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, but here's the thing, though, Jessica. This is the reason why the children of the last 10, I would say the last 10 years are so fucked up, because you have the overt neglection of kids, right? But then you have certain things that the parents neglect, like shit like this, man. Like, if you think, and mind you, this is a baby, he's not a baby boomer. He's what do they call Gen X or whatever, right? Because they talk about these different eras of people in this country and shit. Well, you can't complain about the so-called millennials and the so-called Gen Zers and whatever generation that comes after the Gen Zers, if there is a generation after them. You can't complain about them people when you're enabling stupidity and foolishness like this, man. This is the reason why these generations get fucked up, because there's a certain level of neglect, whether it be parental guidance or thinking shit that used to be taboo is okay to do, like laugh at shit like this.
Yeah, I agree. I honest to God, I think EVS's generation was like the thing that really was like the first domino to fall in this total regression of America.
Oh yeah, that late 60s, early 70s era. Yeah.
Yeah. I look at these fuckers as being the start of all that.
Yeah.
You want to know why the generation before that was called the greatest generation? It's because every other generation that has come since then, starting with Ethan's, has been fucking pathetic. Now that doesn't mean that there's not a way to break the cycle or break the chain. But damn it, it started with these fuckers. And so, there will come a generation that will break the fucking chain. And hopefully that'll be sooner rather than later. But the thing is, in order for that to happen, we need to get people like that are from EVS's generation. We need to get them out of fucking power, dude. Like these old fucks have been holding on to power for so long, and they've just been screwing everything up. Time after time after time, year after year after year, generation after generation. Go to fuck to the nursing home and leave us the fuck alone. So that somebody has a chance to maybe clean up your fucking mess. I'm so sick of these people. But they're like, no, you can grab power. You can claw it out of our cold, dead hands. Fuck you.
Well, I'm gonna say this: the generation before Ethan's generation. Let's keep it 100. They're still in power even to this day. Like these motherfuckers are in their 70s and shit, 60s going on in their 70s. Like they're, you know, like there's a generation, there's a great gulf of communication between that generation to the generations of the people born in the 80s and 90s, all the way up to now. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just shit that they. Like it's like being stuck in your ways and you not seeing past the little tunnel vision that you've always had your whole life.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's like it's not your fucking heyday anymore. It's the 21st fucking century. It's 2024. We need people that are going to recognize that and try and fix the problems that we have now in 2024. We need some fresh blood, man. We need a new mentality. Like these people, these people are just so fucking they're old, man. Their ways are old, man. You know what I mean? It's just they're so stuck in their ways. Just go away, please. Just go the fuck away. We don't like you. Go away. I'm just fucking disgusted, man. I'm fucking disgusted. I'm so fucking. I'm depressed. I'm angry. I'm sad. I mean, shit. Like, I'm so fucked up right now that this might cause me to develop a coke habit, for God's sakes.
Well, don't let this. Well, I'll say this: don't let this destroy whatever, whatever dignity that you have. You know what I'm saying? Because all this is just an example of where we're at. That we can laugh at the potentiality and then blame the kids. Like, no, man, I don't give a fuck what race, creed, or color you're from, man. Like, if you're a child, you're a child, man.
Yeah.
I don't care if you came from wealth or not. I don't know. I just can't. I don't see the mindset to say it's potentially the kid's fault. Like, especially the age. It's not like they're in their 20s or something like that. Like, not even fucking legal, man. Like, come on. Some of the and some of them are prepubescent kids, man. Like, what the fuck?
And just imagine what this whole situation could cause these kids to grow up into. I mean, they could get addicted to drugs. They could end up neglecting their kids. It can create a whole cycle of abuse, generation after generation.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And no one's willing. None of these guys, like EVS, Dick Masterson, none of them are willing to talk about it. None of them are willing to acknowledge that, even though that has statistically proven to be the case. God, these people are such scumbags, man. They're fucking scum.
Vizirac says Nick giving those kids the special frosted flakes from his dealer Tony the Tiger. Average 2 cents says looking forward to.
Oh my God, this is fucking. Nah, I'm done. I'm done with this. I can't deal with them right now. Let's, fuck it. Let's go over to Kick real quick. I made a funny. Who the fuck is this guy? What the fuck? What the fuck did I just click? Yo! Well, there goes my fucking channel. I'm about to get kicked off. I'm about to get demonetized. What the fuck is this?
Yo, what in the blubber free willy am I looking at right here, man?
Oh my God. No. That's horrible.
Oh, you're on. Wait. Is this the gaming site Kick?
Yes.
So there's Twitch, Kick, and no, that's it, right? Kick, and Twitch.
Yeah. I actually do have a Kick channel. It's linked in the description box down below, by the way. I haven't done much on it, but I do have a Kick account. I need to start like multi-streaming. I really do. I think I'd be pretty good on Kick. People are saying that Kino Casino is streaming right now. Yeah. I'm 18 plus.
I was never really that impressed by him. I was never a Baldo believer.
No.
I was all.
See, here's the thing. These guys have been so. I mean, listen. I don't agree on their takes when it comes to Eric July, but on the Nick Rekieta stuff, on the EVS stuff, on the Dick Masterson stuff, these guys have been so spot on. It's ridiculous.
Oh wait, aren't these the two motherfuckers calling motherfuckers niggas? Isn't it these two?
Huh?
Aren't these the two guys that Eric July endorsed? That he's catching flack for because they said a couple racist statements and shit.
I mean, they probably did, but I don't know for sure. I just recently started watching them.
Somebody posted that like the other day.
Who's EVS? EVS is Ethan Van Sciver, the leader of Comicsgate, Comic Book Pro Secrets. He's been the biggest Nick stan imaginable. But I honestly think when it comes to the Eric July stuff, they just don't know what's really going on. They don't know like the history of the Soska sisters. I wouldn't mind being on their coming onto their show and like informing them of that. But also I would love to just talk to them about the Nick Rekieta thing. Because this is fucking wild. And I wouldn't necessarily I don't think I've ever been Comicsgate, but like because of the associations I've had, I've always felt like I'm Comicsgate adjacent. Like I'm kind of like outside, like I'm on the borderline of that sphere because of my association with people like Tony and Katie, and I've been on a couple of streams with EVS, on a couple of Tony streams where we've been together. So I've always been kind of Comicsgate adjacent, but I feel like I could give like a bit of an insight into like some of the bullshit going on with Comicsgate right now if these guys brought me onto their show. I think it'd be an interesting conversation.
Being all happy and thought maybe I'll try it. You don't know, but to try and say, oh, there's no way, there's no chance at all that this kid who's been found with cocaine in their system ever did cocaine is crazy.
I think literally what I think it might have been two things. It was either the bullet he left around and the kid found it and like sucked on it, tasted it, candy or something, right? Or they were setting up lines in the bathroom forgot to do all the lines or left the residue there, and the kid was like thought it was like, you know, pixie stick powder or sugar or whatever. Oh, it's this, you know? Like, you don't. By the way, even just saying this out loud is scary. It's like a horror
fucked
movie.
up. Well, what's really bad, and this is something that people have floated, and I think it is a possibility. This is a child. They said that it was their favorite child. And this was a child that had night terrors on a regular basis, and Rekieta said lashed out in a violent way. So perhaps because Rekieta, you know, he's so familiar with cocaine and he does the WebMD for it. What's his name? Aaron was talking about how he basically does PowerPoint presentations explaining on how cocaine is safe and what it does. Maybe, and this is really dark if it is
like
the case.
Adderall.
That and maybe they weren't able to get a prescription, or maybe they thought it would be better than Adderall, and they started giving it to the kid to try and treat the condition. I really don't know, but that's like beyond the pale. Like, that's fucking insane.
If that's
that
the
really
case,
did happen,
wood chipper, right?
Seriously,
if that's the case, fuck jail, right to the wood chipper.
Dude, they're not wrong.
No.
If we're all assuming that the kid got the cocaine in their hair because of you know, just being around it, like they were doing drugs around the kid. But dude, just imagine if Nick Rekieta intentionally gave cocaine to this child. They're not wrong. There is a special place in the lake of fire for people like that. There is a special place in hell for people like that. I mean, can you imagine giving a child cocaine? And not just any child, your own kid. I'm telling you, man, I think what we've seen tonight is the tip of the fucking iceberg. I really do. I really think it's a tip of the fucking iceberg, dude. Holy shit.
The level of 5,000, which is a regular cocaine user
Yeah.
in an adult, okay? In their hair follicle.
It being equal to consistent use, though.
Kids
like
eat dirt, for the fuck's sake. Star Wars girl eats dirt.
You know, well, Daka asked, and this is the question I've been asking, why didn't the extended family take the kids? Did they burn the bridges that bad? And I haven't really heard a good answer as to why that is the case, because you think that they would let them stay with the extended family. Maybe they didn't, and they had to be with CPS, but usually they give that option. I don't know. I think it's real bad.
Yo, and by the way, someone told me here, I don't have an
extended family
account.
would have to petition the court.
Someone's saying
So
that
maybe they have. Maybe they have.
Someone's saying that 5,000 PG/mg of coke metabolites wouldn't be possible in a single dose, so that is survivable. So meaning this kid, it wasn't one shot. It wasn't one shot, 5,000, and like you'd be fucking dead, right? You would be, but that would mean the kid got into it many times, not just once. Maybe I don't know.
But
it's fucked.
You just think about
it's
the
daily
damage
usage.
Because you know the damage it does to an adult brain, right?
Yeah.
Just think of the damage it does to a 9-year-old girl. And, you know, she might have problems her whole life with addiction because of this. You know, pathways in her brain might be permanently rewired, fucking up her sense of like reward. And it's just really, really deranged. And it's really, really dark. And, you know,
a kid addict. Oh
this
my
is,
God.
you know,
Rekieta,
it's permanent brain damage potentially.
I think it is. I mean, like they say don't smoke weed until you're fucking what, like 20 or something. Like
Yeah, at least, and that's weed.
And that's weed. Coke literally changes the pathways of reward, and like it switches all your pathways. It makes you delusional eventually, right? Because it's fucking up all the.
I gotta stop right there. I mean, when you think about what kind of damage has been done to this child, am I the only one that just wants to just say fuck it and just break down and start crying?
I wouldn't blame you if you did.
I mean, Nick Rekieta and his fucking wife could have very well have screwed up this little kid for the rest of their life. And then we got people like EVS like thinking this shit's fucking funny. People like Dick Masterson thinking this shit is fucking funny. We used to have mental hospitals for people like this. Now we have them making $1 million YouTube channels. What is wrong with us as a fucking society?
And then praise those type of people. That's the whole thing about it.
I mean, you're right. This is the type of shit that makes you want to give up on fucking humanity. This is why I say if the alien invasion happens, there's a good fucking chance I'm going to side with the aliens. Because of shit like this. I mean, an alien invasion might be a fucking mercy at this point.
I'll say that again.
I said an alien invasion might be a mercy at this point.
Huh. Well, might be.
Man. I tell you what, this has been one of the most painful fucking streams that I've ever had to do. I've ever had to do. Yo, what the fuck? Failure, where you been? What the fuck? I'll sum it up for you. One of Nick Rekieta's kids, a 9-year-old, tested positive for cocaine. And not only did they test positive for cocaine, but it was 10 times the minimum amount that you need to test positive for cocaine. It is the same levels of cocaine that you would find in a daily user of cocaine, in a cocaine addict. And this was found in one of his children. That's what came out in the child protection order. You know what? That's a nice silver lining right there, Dirk. It's not all bad. They are all being exposed. What's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You know what? That's the thing, man. Like, Martin Luther King Jr. was right when he said the moral arc of the universe bends towards truth. Or bends towards justice, I should say. You can't hide this shit forever. The truth eventually comes out. The truth eventually gets exposed. That's why, listen, I may not have a lot of faith in humanity, but I do have faith that there is a moral order to the universe, that good is in charge of everything. Whether you want to call that God, the divine, the universal energy, whatever the fuck you want to call it. something good is in charge of all of this shit. Something good is in the background of all of this. And these people always get what they deserve in the end, whether in this life or the next. So you're right about that. Let's watch a few more seconds of this, and then I think we'll call it a stream after this.
Follicle test is different from a urine test. If I'm being
Oh my god.
Okay, guy, look.
Hey, pause. So just like,
So they're watching Ethan Ralph, who is another Rekieta stan, a piece of shit.
he
I just recently got caught up on my I could do a whole stream about fucking Ethan Ralph because I just got caught up on this lore as well. Holy shit. The people defending this, the people defending this guy are dude. Ethan Ralph is living in a fucking metal shack in the middle of fucking Mexico. He had to flee the United States because some of the shit he did is so fucked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sound like a rabbit hole, man.
Dude, this Nick Rekieta thing is just it's literally leading me. I would say down the rabbit hole to Wonderland, but it's more like down the rabbit hole to hell, dude. It's insane.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's absolutely insane, dude.
He goes, yeah. Well, it turns out that that's exactly what happened to you, friend. These herbal teas are false positives for weed. Who knows if he was just bullshitting with that story or not? But always remember that as to why piss tests are fucking shafty.
All right, I you know what? I'm done. I'm done for the night. I can't take this anymore. I'm fucking depressed. I'm fucking angry.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to fucking sleep tonight because of this. God bless. I mean, like I want to say so bad what I really want to do to Rekieta, but God bless it. This platform won't let me. But I think you guys can infer what I'd like to do to this son of a bitch. All right. Boxing historian, been great having you on. I'm sorry that I had that you opted on and had to go through this hell.
Oh no,
ride through hell with me.
Oh no, I had to watch this because I needed to see the full details on the situation, man. And it's kind of man. There's nothing else to really be said, man. After looking at all this shit.
No,
and what doesn't make sense. See, I can't be disappointed in cats I don't really know, but I'm gonna just say this: if you're, it doesn't make you look good when you go out and you defend yourself any old kind of way, or defend this guy in particular for what he's done. And try to shift blame towards the victims, which are his children. There's no excuse for that. Him and his wife deserves punishment for their neglection and for their addictive habits. That's 100% on them.
Yeah, and all the people that are sweeping for this guy, defending this guy, y'all go straight to hell too, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, y'all. I'm done because I'm about to say some shit that's gonna get me fucking kicked off the platform, and I've been working too hard on this channel for that to happen. Damn it! Like we're getting closer to 1,000 subs. We've been getting the views like crazy. Like I've worked too fucking hard to let the fucking reason that I get kicked off the platform be Nick fucking Rekieta. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I feel you on that.
All right, but yeah, man, I appreciate you being on here as always.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Take it easy.
Chat, y'all have been awesome. I love y'all, man. Y'all are great. I got one of the best chats, man. Y'all are intelligent people. Even when you disagree with me, you still are willing to listen, and I listen to you. And I appreciate that. Like, we can have actual fucking conversations, and I appreciate that. But y'all are great. Y'all know what to do. If you can support the channel financially, that information's at the bottom of your screen. That's always appreciated. If you can't, understandable. You can support the channel by liking, subscribing, clicking the bell, and sharing the content. Sharing the content so that other people can enjoy it. We're growing. We're getting a lot of good people in here. And in the end, people like this, people like Rekieta, people like EVS, people like Dick Masterson, they're going to crash and burn. People like us, we're going to keep rising, keep doing better, and we're going to survive in the long run. So I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. And I'm signing out for the night. I will say this before I go. If you have kids, love your kids. Take care of your kids. Hold your kids close tonight. Because, some kids don't have it easy. They don't have it as good as a lot of us do. Some kids have terrible fucking parents who need to be in fucking prison. So, hold your kids if you have them and love them tonight. Really love on them tonight. I'll see you guys later.